Welcome to the Docker series. In this video, we are going to see how to run a Jenkins jobs on a remote host Docker container. In this video, I'm going to talk about having one machine, that is Jenkins machine, that is my master, and I'm going to run my pipeline job or a Jenkins job on a remote host, which means another machine. The remote host is an agent or a node to a master machine. Okay, let's see. In this design, instead of a two machines, Jenkins and a remote host, I have considered one physical hardware, which is my machine, my laptop. In the laptop, Docker is installed on a physical hardware, which means my machine, I have a Docker is installed. Next one, Jenkins is installed on container as master. In the same machine, in my machine, the physical hardware, I created one container on the Docker engine and installed a Jenkins and make that as my master machine. So I have a container that is a Jenkins master. So that is an isolated environment. So you have a container and I have my physical hardware. Now what I'm going to do, physical machine is my remote host. My machine is the remote host now, and I'm going to add this a remote host as a node to my master. That is, master is nothing but it's a Jenkins container. Instead of having two master and slave, I'm having master Jenkins master on my machine itself on a container and making my physical machine as a node. Hope you understand this. Please don't get confused. Instead of having two machines, one is master and slave, I'm having my master is on a container and Jenkins file. Since I'm going to demonstrate using the pipeline, it's a Jenkins file I'm creating using the pipe, that is a pipeline configuration, and I need to have a Docker file. Contains all the instructions to assemble image. As I already explained what is a Docker file in my previous video, Docker file is nothing but a text file which has all the instructions to build an image, to create an image. Okay, this is the concept. Now let's see how this works and what are the configurations required. And at the end of the video, I'm going to talk about what are the different errors I faced and how did I resolve those errors. Okay, this is my project. Here I have a Jenkins file and a Docker file. See, this is my Jenkins file, very simple Jenkins file. It starts with a pipeline. Inside the pipeline, I have an agent. Since I am going to build my agent, going to build my image on the agent machine using the Docker file. Agent is nothing but my physical machine here, and Docker file true. If it finds a Docker file under this root project, so it is going to build an image using this particular Docker file. So I have my Docker file here. Make sure it has the Docker file under the root. If it is located inside of any other folder, please provide the appropriate path. And we have a stages. Inside the stages, I have my first stage, that is, I'm just naming it as a test. Inside that, we can have a steps. This is my first step. So I'm just trying to print, this is my first Jenkins pipeline using Docker. So this is my Jenkins file. Let's look at the Docker file also. See, this is my Docker file using from Selenium Node Chrome Debug 3.5.3 Boron. This is my base image I am taking from the Docker Hub Selenium Node Chrome Debug image. On top of the image, I am doing all these configuration. Get the image, set user as a root, and install the required softwares. And I'm installing the Maven here and setting up all the configurations. It's a Maven version 3.6.3 and setting the user home directory. And this is the base URL from where it has to get all the binaries. And Finally, it sets a user home directory as a .m2, and all this helps me to install the Maven on this particular image. And then using the copy command, I am copying everything, this project as a whole, into a temp directory, making the temp directory as my working directory in the container. So once this particular image builds, what it does is it will get this particular image, and then on top of that it sets a user as a root and install the Maven, copy the whole project into a temp directory and making that temp directory as your working directory. This is the Docker file. Now let's look at the implementation part and how do we create Jenkins as a master and then link the physical hardware as a node, and then how to run this particular project. And see, there is one container which is running on my machine, that is my Jenkins machine. Okay, this is the container. It just stopped 16 minutes. Okay, let me restart. Otherwise, okay, I think this container is already running. Let me go to the container. Okay, since the Jenkins is running, this is my container. So you can see the job is created, pipeline job, and I have one node is already added. This Docker agent is nothing but my physical machine. Whatever you are seeing, the localhost colon 8080, this Jenkins is running on a container and making my physical machine as a node to it. Generally, how you add a node, go to nodes, click on new node. You can give some name, select permanent, click OK. So you need to provide number of executors and root directory on the node machine, labels, and the launch method, how you are going to connect. If you are using SSH, select an SSH and provide the uh, required details to connect. And once you add this node, you can see your physical machine is added as a node. If you are not sure how to add a node into a Jenkins, please refer my Jenkins videos, how to add a node into the Jenkins master. I have explained there with all the required steps and how to do the node configuration. Once you have your master Jenkins is running on a container and add your physical machine as a node, your setup is almost done. See here, you have a master machine, you have your hardware agent. So this physical machine is acting as a node to this particular master. Now let's see how this creates a container and how it builds an image first and then create a container and run the job from Jenkins to this particular container directly. Okay, this is my job. Let's go to a configure section. See, this is my pipeline job. How to create a pipeline job? Just go to a Jenkins, click new item, enter some name and click the pipeline, so that you would be able to create a pipeline job. Now this is my pipeline job. I am under the configuration. So I am not doing anything before the pipeline. This is a very simple pipeline job. You have two options. One is a pipeline script or pipeline script from SCM. I am taking the pipeline script from SCM. And so I am providing, since it is an SCM, source code management, I am providing my Git. This is my Git and this is my Git URL and the credentials I have provided, and from which branch I am going to clone the project. So this is my master machine. So to see that GitHub, this is my Git where I have committed all the code. So this particular code is being cloned from this master branch into the physical hardware into the node machine. Using this git configuration, it clones the project into a node. And then once it clones the project into a node, it will run the Jenkins file. When this Jenkins file runs, what it does, see, we have already seen what does the Jenkins file do. It will build the image using the Docker file. Once it builds the image, this particular step will run on the image, on the container. It builds the image and it creates a container. Then this particular step will execute. Let me run this for you and I will walk you through the console output. See, this particular job is running on the Docker agent, that is my node machine. So that is a remote host where I am going to create a container. It clones the project into the node machine. So far we are in the node. The container is not yet created. It is the remote host acting as a node or a slave machine to my master. And then it started building an image using the Docker file. See here, it's a Docker build command. It is using Docker build to build the image with the Docker file. You can see all the instructions I defined in the Docker file are executed. It brings the image from the Docker hub and all the instructions are executed, and Maven is installed and sets the Maven home path and the Maven home user directory. Everything has been set, and it copied the whole project into the temp directory in the container. See here, once this particular thing is built, and so we have our container. So container is created. Inside the container, it copies everything related from this particular the project which we cloned from the Bitbucket to a remote host. Now this is being copied to a container under the temp directory. So once it copied the whole project into a temp directory, we are setting working directory as a temp directory in the container. Okay, now see, running in this one, this is successfully built. Once this particular image is built, everything is set up. Whatever the project you are cloning from the Bitbucket is being placed under the temp directory of the container. Once you have your container created, it's up and running. It started executing the stages defined in the Jenkins file. Until here, your image is built using the Docker file instructions and the container is created and all the configurations are being set. Now this has executed this particular stage. See, you can see the stage echo. This is my first Jenkins pipeline using Docker. This has executed, and then this stops the Docker and removes the container. Once you are done with your execution, it stops and then it removes the container. So there is no container running on that particular image and the build is successful. See here, this is a declarative. The first he has done the agent setup and then it executed a test. So you can see all the stages defined inside your pipeline. You would be able to see, you would be able to see here. Now from where you will pull all the images, because if you look at in the Docker file, I'm getting this particular image Selenium node Chrome from the Docker hub, or you can get this particular image from any repository wherever this is available. To pull the image, you need to create an account on the Docker hub so that you can find all the images available. Go to hub.docker.com. You can sign up. I have my account already created, so I am going to sign in. Connect it here. And see, you want to get the Jenkins. You can just type Jenkins. See, you can see this particular image is updated an hour ago. This is official Jenkins Docker image. Click on this. You will be able to download. Get this command, copy and run here. If you run, it will start getting that particular image from the Docker Hub to your machine. As I have already explained in the previous video on how to pull the image and how to create a container. If you did not watch that, please go and watch that video, and so that you will be able to understand this. I hope you understand the concept here. And now let me talk about the errors I faced while creating the setup. See, the possible errors may occur once you have make your remote machine as a agent, and your remote host has a Docker engine running. The Docker home path that might be user local bin. If you are on a Mac, that would be on the user local bin, since I find my Docker file, Docker binary under this particular path. But whereas when I run the job from Jenkins, it is trying to identify the Docker under the user bin. So it was getting failed, the Docker command not found. For that, you can set the path variable in Jenkins global parameters under Jenkins configuration. Otherwise, when you are adding a node, you can set the path where the Docker is present, that is user local bin. You can set the path. If these two doesn't work for you, if the above both options doesn't work, do the symlink from user local bin to a user bin, so that either user local bin has a Docker or like a user bin. So it will be able to identify. It goes to user local bin and it will find the link, the symlink, and it tries to it goes to a user bin and execute. So you will not be seeing that particular error. I hope you understand the concept, and if you have any questions on setting up the node or creating the Docker file and the Jenkins file, please feel free to comment in the comment section. Thanks for watching the video.